So I just had the most terrifying experience with Luna that I could possibly imagine. I was starting to do stuff around the house and I hear her like make a really weird sound, and I go in there and she's laying on her side, or maybe, and I'm trying to remember because the doctor actually asked me that, and I don't remember if she was laying on her side or laying on her stomach. I know she wasn't on her back, but her tongue was sticking out and she had just drooling and foamy and stuff, and she was acting almost like she was choking. And of course I panicked. I completely panicked, and I got her. I was in my around the house clothes, my pajamas or whatever, and I ran in, and I didn't want to leave her, but then my husband wasn't here. He was off with his buddy or something, and so I run into the bedroom. I didn't want to leave Luna alone, but I run into the bedroom, throw my jeans on, throw on my bra, get back up, get back to Luna, grab one of the cat carriers, which thankfully was up here because we had that. Well, I haven't shown you the tornado scare that we had. It wasn't anything, but anyway, so run back in there, get her, and I'm sort of freaked out because on one hand I want to get her to a doctor, but on the other hand I'm afraid to move her, and so I get her into the carrier. She was mad, like she didn't want to be in it, of course, but it couldn't be helped because she was, I'm freaking out because I'm thinking, she's dying is what I was thinking. So I get her into the carrier, and I run her out to the car, and all the while I'm trying to call my husband, and we'll talk about that later. I finally did get in touch with him. So anyway, I think I'm going to take her right down the street because there's a vet right down the street. And I think I'll just run in there and they'll be able to help me and she'll be okay and whatever. Well, they were closed because it was like 2 o'clock on a Saturday. I'm thinking maybe they would stay open till, I don't know, 3 or 4 o'clock. But I was wrong. They were closed at noon. And so I'm sitting in my car with her. I'm crying. I'm panicked. I'm still trying to get in touch with my husband. And I'm trying to find the number of an emergency vet that's close by. And so finally, he calls me, and I get to talk to him, and I'm flipped out. Honestly, I was probably more calm, even though I wasn't calm before he called me, just because when he answered, or when he called, I was able to emote more, I was able to panic more, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, I flipped out even more. And then I was telling him, because my GPS on my phones, both my phones, has been messed up for the past, I don't know, few days or something, and I didn't know why or what was going on, but I kind of looked into it last night, but not really. So anyway, I'm telling him I can't find out how to get to the place. I don't know what the name of the place is. I'm completely freaking out. Luna's laying there, just laying there, and I'm thinking she's dying. And so finally he texts me the name and address of the place, or the website for the place. And I go to their website, and their website was horrible. And sorry that my phone keeps doing that. My mom is texting me right now. But anyway, so the website of the place was horrible, because wouldn't you think, if you're an emergency clinic, that you would put the address of the place right at the top of the page? No, it wasn't. It wasn't at the top of the page. Anyway, so I finally find the address on the page. I copy it, I paste it in, thinking, well, at least I'll have an idea of where this place is. And I was driving, trying to find this place. My GPS takes me into this small little town, and just, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what's happening. I'm panicking still. And suddenly, Luna is acting normal again. And I think, okay, I'm glad she's acting normal again, but I still want to take her because I want her to be okay, right? I want to make sure she's all right. But I'm still lost. I still have no idea where I'm at. So I call the place and I say, I don't know where I'm at exactly. I said, here are where the roads are or whatever. And she's like, what street did you come from? What highway? And I told her, I think it's this highway. I was wrong. It was a totally different highway. So she says, just get to this. If you can get on this one highway, then get to this one street, and then that's closer to where we are. And I'm like, okay, sure. I mean, what I wanted to do I was just yell and say, I don't know how to get there. I don't know even how to get to the highway. Plus, I'm panicked because I'm thinking my cat's dying and all this other stuff. So anyway, so I talk to my husband again, and I tell him the same thing. I'm like, I'm in this little town. I have no freaking clue where I'm at. I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to figure out how to get to the... So finally, I get back to this highway I'm supposed to be on, and I take a wrong turn on this highway. And I'm going and going and going, and I'm like, where the heck is this other road that I'm supposed to turn on? I cannot find it. I don't know where it's at. So I talked to my husband again, and I'm like, all I'm seeing is like forest and fireworks stands, and there's nobody at them. And he's telling me to find a gas station. I'm like, there's no gas station. There's no gas station. So I finally say, I guess I'm going the wrong way on this stupid road. So I turn around and go back the other direction, and then I finally find the other road that I'm supposed to be on. And then he comes driving up behind me, and then I let him pass, I stay in front of him, and he navigates me in to the vet thing. So we get in the vet thing, and I'm telling him, like, she seems fine now. She seems like she's fine, but I still wouldn't mind getting her checked out, just in case. Well, so I take her in, and I tell him what's going on, and the lady at the desk looks at her, and she's like, oh yeah, she seems like she's stabilized. Say, well, yeah. That's kind of what I just said. But anyway, so we go and sit down, and I'm telling my husband exactly what happened while I was here and saw Luna, get freaked out or whatever. And they call us back, and the tech is looking at her and telling me, if she doesn't, if her breathing doesn't calm down or something, because she was freaked out. She's at the vet. Luna she goes to the vet like once a year to get her checkup or whatever, and then that's it. So yeah, she was freaked out. So she's breathing heavy and stuff. And so the nurse or technician or whatever says, if her breathing doesn't calm down, I'm gonna put her in this oxygen thing. And I mean, I don't know how I looked, but I mean, I just was like, okay. So she leaves and comes back, and she has to put this little pinchy thing on her. And she puts it on her ear, and she says, normally she would put it on her lip. And I'm like, really? You would put it on her lip? I didn't say anything, but I was like, yeah, she may not like that very much. So she folds her ear backwards and puts this thing on her ear to get her oxygen levels or whatever. And then she says she would normally get her temperature, but of course that's a rectal temperature gauge. And it's like she's scared of the cat or scared of me or both. I don't know. But she didn't take her temperature, and she left. And we waited, and we waited, and we waited, and we waited and waited and waited, and the doctor never came in. But I'm keeping in mind, we're both keeping in mind, this is an emergency vet clinic. There are emergencies coming in. I mean, we can hear this one poor dog I don't even know what was wrong with it, but it sounded horrible, and it's breaking my heart, and just awful to hear this poor dog in pain. And I'm telling my husband, I'm like, I can't take it. I said, I'll take Luna to the regular vet on Tuesday and just keep an eye on her this weekend or whatever. And if that happens again, I'll take her back to this ER. But I'm like, I can't take it anymore. Well, right about the time that I asked him to hand me the cat carrier, the tech comes back in, and she says that the doctor's dealing with a dog that's having a seizure, and that she'll be with us in a minute. And I said, okay, and then we gave it I guess it was maybe 5 more minutes, and I said, let's just go. I said, Luna's sitting here, she's calm as she can be. I was hugging on her and snuggling her and stuff, and she was fine. She calmed down a whole lot. The doctor's dealing with emergency. It'd be one thing if Luna was in the state that she was in when I first found her like that, and the doctor didn't come in. But Luna was fine. She was completely fine. So We put her in the carrier. Well, she got in the carrier. She was ready to go. So we got her in the carrier, and we walked out and told the lady at the desk, look, we're going to go. We'll bring her back if anything comes back up. So, and then I was like, how much is it going to cost? Because, those vet ERs are pretty pricey. And I said, so what's the charge? And she said, she said, since it was just the tech, there's not a charge. I mean, I would have paid something. She at least tried to look at Luna, but anyway. So that's what happened. That was my last 2 to 3 hours worth of time. It feels like it was more than that. I don't even know what, I'm wondering what time it was. 3 o'clock is when I tried to call my husband. So it's almost 6 now. So it was like 3 hours ago. I mean, I'm so relieved that she's okay, because, man, it was so scary to see her like that. I don't know what the heck, but anyway, she's all right, and I'm going to keep checking on her. Probably going to bring her out here with me, and hopefully she'll just stay calm and chill out, or maybe if she's sleeping right now. She's probably sleeping. She's so exhausted from everything. That was horrible. Poor kitty cat. All right, that's my cat story. I had to tell you because I just had to. Have a good day or good night wherever you are, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Thank you for watching. Click here to subscribe, or click here to watch another video. I'll see you later, creepy poples.